Hello everyone, welcome to Knowledge Circle. As we all know that Council has released a specimen question paper for computer applications class 9th because there are some major changes in the syllabus of class 9th and it is for the examination 2028 and today we have this video with the solution. So in this video, we are going to have the solution of this specimen question paper. We will have the section A solution in this video and the remaining questions of section B programs will come in the upcoming videos. So let's begin this video and let's see what are the changes that we have. This is the new format and new questions are added here. See, section A contains 40 marks where we will have 15 multiple choice questions. Multiple choice questions were 20, but now council has reduced it up to 15. So let's see the very first question. We have to observe this image and we have to answer the question. Megha knows how to bake the cookies in microwave oven, but she doesn't know how about the internal and unseen components of the microwave oven. So which OOP feature depicted in this scenario? It's quite simple. The OOP feature depicted in this scenario is abstraction because the internal features and internal complexities are hidden, but the only essential features are represented. Question number 2, which method accepts a double argument and returns an integer? Quite simple. The correct answer is round method, which takes an double argument or float argument, but it returns the result into integer. Let's go for question number 3. Match the operators in column A to the type of operators in column B. Okay, so accordingly, let's go for the options. The first one plus, it is what? It is mathematical, and the second one is relational, and the third one is logical. So accordingly, which option is correct? Accordingly, option B is correct here. 1B, 2C, and 3A. Let's go for question number 4. Which of the following cannot be used as identifier? We all know that keywords cannot be used as identifiers. So here we have only one keyword, and that is what? The option B, switch. Switch is a keyword, so it cannot be used as identifier. Let's go for question number 5. Which of the following is correct order of the numbers of bytes occupied by int, char, double, and boolean? So we all know that int takes how much? Int takes 4 byte, and then char takes 2 byte, double takes 8 byte in Java, and boolean takes 1 byte. So 4 to 8 1. So accordingly, which option is correct? Option D is correct. Let's go for question number 6. What does the escape sequence /t represent in Java? So /t represents what? It represents tab space. Question number 7. Write the output of the Java statement math.addExact. So add exact does what? Basically it adds the two arguments and it throws exception if the sum of the argument type goes beyond the limit of the data type. So accordingly 9 plus 7 will be added, and what answer it will give you? It will give you 16. Let's go for question number 8. Find the odd one out for of the following. Int, double, scanner, char. Very simple it is. Here the odd one is what? Scanner, because other three are what? Primitive data type, and scanner is a primitive class, predefined class. Question number 9. What is the purpose of if-else-if ladder? The purpose of if-else-if ladder is what? Iteration? No. To check for one condition only? No. To check for multiple conditions sequentially? Absolutely. So it checks multiple conditions in the program. Multiple test expressions are evaluated. Okay, let's go for question number 10. Evaluate the given expression and identify the result. So here what we have, the expression is 3 multiplied 5 modulus 7 plus 8 divided by 3 into 9. We all know that multiplication, modulus, and division have same priority. So if they have same priority, and so we have to see the associativity, and according to the associativity we have to go left to right. So first we will solve 3 into 5. 3 5 ja 15, 15 modulus 7, and 15 modulus 7 how much? It will be 1, 7 2 ja 14, remainder is 1, plus 8 divided by 3. So 8 divided by 3 it will be 2, and then what we have here, into 9. So 2 into 9, 9 2 ja 18, and 18 plus 1 19. So accordingly which option is going to be correct? Option B, 19 is going to be correct, not 19.0, because all the values are in integer, so result will also be generated in integer. Let's go for the next question. Question number 11. Roy wanted to buy a latest mobile phone. He approached a service provider to get a SIM card with 10-digit mobile number. What is the scanner class method to accept a mobile number? Very simple. To accept mobile number as an input, we should go with the next long method. Next long method is the most suitable method for taking mobile number as input. Let's go for question number 12. The character equivalent of the ASCII code 65 is small a. This is absolutely false. 65 is the ASCII value of capital A, not small a. So here the option B is correct, false. Question number 13. Fill in the blanks to complete the following Java statement. Here in this statement, we are creating an object of scanner class, scanner SC, then assignment operator, and then we have to allocate memory. And we all know that memory is allocated in Java using the new keyword. So the correct option here is option D, new. Now let's go for question number 14. Question number 14 asks us that which of the following does not execute even once. Okay, so let's start with the bottom. The last one says what? The last one says k is equal to 10. K should be lesser or equal to 10. So the last one, at least it will execute one time. The last loop will execute at least one time, and the second last one, k is equal to 1, k is lesser or equal to 10, so it will execute 10 times. The second one, k is 100, k should be greater or equal to 10, and k minus equal to 10, so it will also run 10 times. And let's talk about the first one. K is 10, k must be lesser or equal to 1, so the condition is false at very beginning, and it is an entry control loop, so the first loop will not execute even at once. Let's go for question number 15. What is the value stored in z? So z equal to z plus 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 z, where z, the value of z is 2, and here it is a shorthand operator also. So first we write the value of z as 2, multiply, we will put parenthesis, z plus plus postfix operator, so we will put the value of z as 2, then we will put plus. Plus plus z means the previous value of the z, the current value of z is 3, so it will become 4 because we have used prefix operator. So 2 plus 4, 6, and 6 2 are 12. So which option is going to be correct? Option C is going to be correct. We all know that we used to have 20 MCQs in computer paper, but now we will have only 15, and there will be some one word and one liner for 5 marks, one liner or one word we will have. The very first question is, name the type error which occurs while compiling a program. So during the compilation, it syntax error or compilation error occurs. Which Java package is imported by default? Very simple, java.lang. Lang package, which stands for language, is the default package in Java, which is pre-imported package in Java. Define an object in class. What is an object? An object is a software bundle of variables and related method, and it is an instance of class. What is the full form of JDK? JDK stands for Java Development Kit. Fifth, what is the math method to convert -4 to 4? So we all know, very simple. To convert a negative value to positive, we have math.abs method. Let's go for question number 2. There are 10 questions in question number 2. Write the Java expression for the following. The expression is mn plus mod m divided by m plus n. It's quite simple. We have to write what? M multiply n plus, for mod we have math.abs method. So we'll write math.abs and in parenthesis m, and then we will close the parenthesis for the both expressions, and then we divide it by m plus n. Let's go second question. Evaluate the following expression. 13 into 7 modulus 6 plus 8 divided by 5 into 7. So these all values are integers, so the result will also come in integer form. So modulus and multiplication have the same priority level, so we go according to the associativity, and we go from left to right. So first we'll solve 13 into 7. 13 7 are 91. 91 modulus 6, and then we have plus 8 divided by 5 into 7. So 91 modulus 6, how much it will be? So when we divide 91 by 6, we get remainder as 1. So here it will be 1 plus 8 divided by 5, how much? Because division and the multiplication have the same priority level, so we will go for what? We'll go from left to right, and then 8 divided by 5, it will result to 1, and 1 into 7. So 1 plus 7, how much? It will be 8. So the answer of this second question, it will be 8. Let's go for question number 3. Raj climbs 5 floors by climbing 14 steps to reach each floor. Name the programming concept that can be used. So quite simple it is. So how many floors are there? There are 5 floors. So these 5 floors will work as an outer loop, and the 14 steps will work as an inner loop. So outer loop and inner loop, so there is a concept of nested loop. Identify the object oriented programming concept implemented in the picture given below. Okay, you can see that here it is the concept of base class and derived class. So the base class and derived class comes in when we talk about inheritance. So here the concept of inheritance is depicted. Differentiate between assignment operator and equal to operator. Assignment operator is what? It is used to assign a value to a variable, and equal to operator is used to check the equality of two values, and it is a kind of relational operator. Okay, let's talk about question number 5. Rose wrote the following code to check whether a number is even and odd. Okay, she has written the code with appropriate message. What we have to do, we have to rewrite this code in the ternary operator. Quite simple it is. We have to just write one statement using system.out.println, and inside the system.out.println we will put the condition, that is n modulus 2 is equal to 0 question mark, and then what? The message, even number in double quotes, then colon sign, and then not an even number in double quotes, and then we close the parenthesis and then semicolon. So this is the equivalent ternary code for the above given if else code. Question number 6. What is the value of ch? And intx is equal to 5, char ch equal to, this is explicit type conversion is done here, typecasting is done here. So x plus 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 5. So x is what? 65, but it is increased by 1, but since it is postfix, so we will uh, take the current value of x, 65 plus 5, so it becomes 70, and when 70 is converted into character, it is equivalent to capital F. So the output of the following code will be capital F. The following program prints the sum of the factor of the given number, and we have to fill in the blanks with the appropriate Java statements. So there is a method void sum fact intn. There are two variables inti, comma. So here the correct answer will be the first one, s equal to 0. S has to be declared and it should be initialized with 0. Then the loop runs from 1 to n, and we have to check the factor, and for checking factor the condition will be n modulus I is equal to 0. So the second answer will be what? N modulus I is equal to 0. Question number 8. Here we have a set of code, and we have to predict the output for it. The value of a is 50 and b is 5. Condition is true because a is divisible by 5. So what will be printed? A divided by b. So 50 divided by 5, it will result to 10. The output of the first question will be 10. Let's go for the second one, b, where a is 50, b is 7. So when 50 is divided, 50 is not divisible by 7, so it will go to else. The condition of if is wrong, so else code will execute, and what is printed in else? A modulus b. So 50 modulus 7 means the remainder when 50 is divided by 7. So 7 7s are 49, remainder is 1. So the output of second will be 1. Let's go for question number 9. Give the output of the following program segment. Here we have a loop, and k is equal to 7, k should be lesser than 13, and k plus equal to 6. So basically the statement given in the loop is only one. Which is the statement given in the loop? This statement belongs to loop. The second printing statement is outside the loop, since there is no curly braces provided. So the initially k is 7, 7 is lesser than 13, condition true. So what will be printed first? The value of k into 2, that is what will be the answer? First 14 will be printed, and then after k will increase and it will become 13. 13 is not lesser than 13, condition false. So k value becomes 13, and 13 3 are 39, so outside it will be printed 39. So basically what will be the output? It will be 14, and then in the new line it will be 39. So this is the output of the given question. Let's go for the last question of section A. How many times is the following loop executed, and write the output. So if you look at the loop, this loop is an empty loop or null loop because there is no body of the loop, because semicolon is provided at the end of the loop. K is 15 and k should be greater than 5. So when k is 15, the loop will run one time. When the value of k is 15, then loop will run one time. When k is decreased by 5, so it becomes 10 and the condition is still true. The second time also the loop will run, and third time what will happen, the value of k becomes 5 and 5 is not greater than 5. So what will happen, the loop will run two times. The loop will run two times. The output is going to be 5 only, because the current value of k will be 5, and that is the output.